Welcome, fellow Biafrans, lovers of freedom across the world. I welcome you to this amazing platform. Thank you so much for joining us on this very platform where we bring information that has to do with the Biafra Republic Government in Exile. Information that has to do with Biafran people. Remember, this is Biafra Exodus Hard Talk TV. In this platform, we say things the way they are. We bring information to your doorstep. Everything that has to do with the restoration of independent state of Biafra. We reveal all the evil of the Zoological Republic in this platform, and we bring it to your doorstep for you not to lose any information. If you have not yet subscribed to this very channel, please kindly subscribe. Click the notification bell so that you'll be notified each time we upload a video. You will be among the first to receive it. Like and share. Share to everyone, to family and friends, to all platforms. Information is power, and we must carry everybody along. Today is the 30th of September 2024. I am here to share with you the message of our Prime Minister Mazi Ekpa on his visit to the United States during the town hall meeting. I want you to pay attention. It is explosive and loaded. Listen carefully from the beginning to the end. You'll be glad you did. Let us listen to the Prime Minister Mazi Ekpa, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces of Biafra. Let's watch.
His Excellency, the Commander-in-Chief of the Armed Forces, Prime Minister Mazi Ekpa Njoku, and with one name that they have not been calling him, Chief Ekpa Njoku. I welcome you to the stage as you addresses the Biafran people all the way from America. They were my PM.
Thank you very much, Honorable Sonny, the Minister of Communication, Biafra Republic, Government in Exile, and the de facto government in the homeland. Hey, am I coming out loud and clear?
Very well, sir.
All right, thank you very much, cabinet members, honorable members, and of course the North American, South American rep, Pharmacist Diana. Thank you very much for coordinating this particular town hall all the time. I welcome every one of you this evening, and it has always been very wonderful to be with you, especially Biafrans in the United States. My fellow Biafran, we have seen the paradigm shift in the course of this event of the liberation of Biafra people. As we continue to see the upsurge in the Usman Danfodio conquest, the expansionists are at it again, doing everything to infiltrate our land with repentant Boko Haram. This move will be resisted by the Biafra people and its forces. We have seen on social media several people who have condemned one way or the other the liberation and the manner and the way we are fighting for our freedom. Today, many of them are on social media shouting, oh, everybody should come and see what is happening in Imo State. Everybody should come and see they are bringing Boko Haram. And I want to let them know today that there is no hope in those they are shouting and try to call their attention. The only hope they have remain the Biafra government, remain the government they have castigated. The only hope they have today to resist the importation of terrorists by Hope Uzodinma and his gangs remain the Biafra Liberation Army. The only hope they have remain the Biafra de facto government in the homeland and the Biafra Republic government in exile. Without us, they are doomed. Without us, they are gone. And of course, we are not fighting for these few people. We have already secured 50 million votes. 50 good million. Biafra people has given us their mandate when they have lost hope on Nigeria, and they say the Biafra government led by myself, Honorable Simon Ekpa, go and fight for us and make sure that our land is safe, secured for our children and women. And that's exactly what the Biafra government is doing today. I have watched many of them shouting on top of their voice, trying to create awareness, and of course, nobody will listen to them. We remain the only hope that you have. You know this at this point, and if you don't know, you are going to know later. To this end, my fellow Biafrans in the United States, a lot of these same people who are now looking up to the government of Biafra to come and save them from the hand of the Nigerian terrorist state. I would like to educate Biafrans who are yet to understand the approach we are using, the defense and defensive approach, which a lot of people understand as violent agitation. I want to educate you today on some of the historic or some of the history of freedom fighting, and I will encourage all of you to listen and ponder on the speech that I'm making today. The struggle for independence and freedom often evokes a spectrum of tactics, ranging from peaceful protests to more violent form of agitation, depending on the pattern the oppressors choose. Why the peaceful movement can inspire significant changes, history has shown that in certain contexts, violent agitation has sometimes proven to be more effective in achieving independence, especially when the oppressors are leading the violence, like we have today, Nigeria leading the violence against Biafra people, while the oppressed are defending themselves ruthlessly, just like we, the Biafra people, have chosen to defend ourselves ruthlessly against the Nigeria war crime, against the crime against humanity that Nigeria has been perpetrating against Biafra people for decades. As this has become the choice of Nigeria terrorist state, and Biafrans are defending themselves, this I want to explain the dynamics between these two approaches. And I want to give some historic example that could illustrate the complicities involved. My fellow Biafrans in the United States and those privileged to listen to this particular speech today, I want you to understand that Biafrans can never be killed again by Nigeria in the manner and in the way they have done in the past. Whenever the oppressors resort to violence, like Nigeria have resorted to violence from 1945 to date, I want you to understand, and I want us to know the efficiency of violence agitation from historic perspective. How many people who faced even lesser than what we are facing today have defended themselves and used violence to get their freedom. Today, I am here in town hall with the Biafrans in the United States. For that reason, I will start from the history of the United States. The efficiency of violent agitation. The American Revolution of 1775 to 1783. The American colonies sought independence from British rule through a series of escalating conflict. Initially, protests like the Boston Tea Party demonstrated the resistance to the British policy, the same British are trying, even though they claim we have independence under Nigeria, it is never a reality. However, as tensions escalated, armed conflict became inevitable in America. The Revolutionary War ultimately culminated in independence, illustrating how violent struggle can serve as a catalyst for self-determination. The willingness to engage in welfare galvanized support and unified separate colonial factions, leading to the successful establishment of a new nation that all of you are today, and I am having a town hall meeting with you in the United States. Let us look into the Haitians. The Haiti Revolution, 1791 to 1804. The Haitian Revolution is a stark example of how violent resistance can lead to independence. Enslaved Africans, Saint Dominic rose up against their French colonial masters in a brutal and protracted conflict, while other colonies were pursuing gradual reform. Haiti revolutionary leaders sought a Toussaint, emphasized armed rebellion as the means to achieve freedom. My fellow Biafrans, the successful revolt not only resulted in Haiti becoming the first independent Black republic, but also served as an inspiration for other liberation movements across the globe. My fellow Biafrans, I want to take you also to Algeria. The Algeria War of Independence from 1954 to 1962. In Algeria, the struggle for independence from French colonial rule was marked by extreme violence. The National Liberation Front employed guerrilla warfare and terrorist tactics against French forces. Despite the significant international condemnation and the harsh reprisal, the NLF violent campaign was instrumental in rallying nationalist sentiment and eventually led to Algeria gaining independence in 1962. The intensity of the conflict highlighted the frustration of colonized people and ultimately prompted a re-evaluation of the colonial policies by the French government. When the oppressors resort to violence, they will also be confronted with more violence to have a more proactive and more decisive outcome. The Irish War of Independence from 1919 to 1921, following centuries of British rule, the same British. The Irish struggle for independence saw both peaceful and violent tactics, while figures like Daniel O'Connell advocated for no violence means. The Irish Republican Army employed armed rebellion as a primary strategy. The conflict escalated with ambushes and retaliatory violence, ultimately leading to the Anglo-Irish Treaty and the establishment of the Irish Free State in 1922. The combination of violent and political pressure was crucial in achieving a concession from the British government. At this juncture, ask those idiots who call themselves Biafra agitators, why are they interfering in the self-defense that they could not provide for Biafra people for decades? They are carrying flag all over the world. My fellow Biafrans in the United States, why these few examples I just gave to you today illustrate the effectiveness of violent agitation, it is also very essential to consider the context in which these struggles occurred. Factors such as colonial oppression, today we have what I call the Fulani apartheid regime in Nigeria, where the expansionists continue to follow the legacy of the Usman Dan Fodio, and I have promised them I have come here to end the legacy of Usman Dan Fodio, and the end of the legacy of Usman Dan Fodio will start from December 2nd. These factors, such as colonial oppression, social injustice, and lack of responsive governance, often participated the turn to violence. In many cases, peaceful protests had been met with repression, leaving group with few alternatives. That particular one Biafra has witnessed for decades. Today, Biafra government, we are doing the talking. We are not only talking about doing it. The relationship between violent agitation and independence is complex sometimes and multi-faced. And that's exactly why we adopted what I call the multi-dimensional approach. Anywhere you come, we are there. If you come with peace, we give peace to you. If you come with violence, we give violence to you. If you come with diplomacy, we give diplomacy to you. If you come with political approach, we give political approach to you. If you say it is a political solution, we give political solution to you. Why peaceful protests have historically played a significant role in social movement, Biafra has moved on from peaceful to a defensive with arms. Instances of violent resistance have sometimes proven more effective in achieving tangible outcomes. The example of the American Revolution, Haitian Revolution, Algerian War of Independence, and the Irish War of Independence, which and very soon Biafra will join among the history that has been made using a very strong armed resistance against a terrorist state like Nigeria. I want you to understand that peaceful efforts are stifled when a terrorist is in charge of government, or when the ulterior motive of the government is against the will of the people. Then the peaceful effort will always be stifled. The drive for freedom can lead groups to resort to armed struggle. Ours will never, ever be different. Ultimately, the choice of tactics is shaped by the myriad factors, and each movement must navigate its own path towards self-determination. Today, as the government of Biafra, I am telling you, Biafra people, that we as a government, we are navigating our path toward our freedom and self-determination. Those Nigeria NJ distractors should understand that our arms are getting stronger every day, and we are getting more sophisticated. We will never drop this arm until the flag of Biafra is hoisted without anybody interfering, and until the recognition of Biafra as an independent state, the arms will continue to get more sophisticated. Thank you very much. Your support is needed as always, and get ready to be part of the history in Finland. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Today, the killers of Biafra people.
Yes.
Today, the killers of Biafra people are running away from Nigeria. They are relocating to United Kingdom. Though the one who perpetrated the death of over 3 million children today ran to United Kingdom. They call him Gawon. You know, we raise prayer warriors to make sure that he stay alive till 2nd of December. And with the move to United Kingdom, God is answering that question because he's never going to die there. Even if he's dying, they are going to inject him to stay alive till 2nd of December. That is the essence of going there. Because if you stay in Nigeria, once there is a blood pressure, he'll die without any. So in the United Kingdom, they will inject him and he'll wake up till 2nd of December.
Simon Ekpa stand in charge. Good guy fighting for us all. Biafra nation you defend. With love and spirit you won't bend. Strength and courage in your heart. From Ghana to Nigeria we all start. Thank you Simon Ekpa, we adore. With you leading we soar. Simon Ekpa, the good guy. Blaze our flags, our touch the sky. Biafra love in every beat. With your spirit, we can't be beat. You fight with passion very strong. To you our love will always belong. Ghana joins in singing praise. Your name in cheers we all raise.